game in the rain. Like it was the North Willoughby South East Lake North rivalry. This dude had like 700 yards and 9 touchdowns in the rain.
Oh shit.
In the rain, though, like, and every touchdown wasn't easy. Like, it wasn't I'm breaking out, nobody's behind me. It's, I'm trucking one, I'm juking another, I'm stiff-arming a third, then I'm gone. Or I'm breaking through the line, I'm jumping over somebody, I'm doing this, doing that, then I'm scoring. Like, it was disgusting, every single touchdown. And he literally, all they had to do was just give him the ball. It was insane. And, like, I just had nothing but support in that game right there. I knew, I was like, that kid's going to the damn NFL. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. And he had told me, he was like, bro, I want to play for the Browns one day. I'm like, do that shit. Next thing you know, here we are, 2020. Like, wow. Like, the story, it all comes around full circle. You go from Ohio high school to Ohio fucking college, then you go to the pros, and then you find your way back to the Ohio pro team. Like, that's insane to me. Like, that's storybook shit. And you're from Ohio. And if you bring a ship to Ohio, he's going to have a statue someday. I promise you.
Yeah, man, that's full circle. Like that's really dope. And you actually kind of answered my next question for you. At what age did you see that, like, you noticed Kareem and you just knew, like, okay, yeah, he's gonna be doing something. He's gonna be going further than like you said, professional football. He's a professional football player right now.
Right. That definitely that first North-South game. He just turned into a different animal. Like, you know, that commercial with Kanye and Kobe, when Kobe was just like, are you the same
animal but different beast? Yeah.
What does that mean, Kobe Bryant? That's Kareem. Like, he's always been the same animal, but now he's different beast. Like, it's like, wow. Like, you see all the old motions and all the old ways of when I used to watch him in high school still now, and it's just like, you add times 100 to it. Like, it's just, he's more polished, he's stronger, he's faster. And the one thing that I respect about bro the most is the fact that he still goes to what got him there. And that's our high school track coach, Coach Luck. And Coach Luck, like, he has him running hills. Like, Coach Luck has a nice gym in the back, hills everywhere, and just runs Kareem and works his ass off. And Kareem, like they've said, like, I've been seeing reports and stuff where everybody says that, wow, Kareem looks like the Kareem Hunt in 2017 when he rushed and led the league in rushing. Like, yeah, he's been putting that work in. He doesn't have no injuries. He doesn't have no nothing, man. Like, yeah, like, I love the fact that he still knows what got him there. And he oh, shit.
Oh, you good. You good, bro. You good.
He still knows what got him there, and it's. I'm proud, bro. I'm a proud bro. That's all I can say.
Hey Jay, I been really enjoying just kind of absorbing and listening to your story so far, and like kind of the origin of where your music was coming from and all of that. And I kind of had a question for you.
What's up?
Just moving forward, like I've seen a lot of my favorite artists, right? They come out with their first album, and they've essentially had their whole life to write that album, right to that point. So they have a lot of history, a lot of influence behind it. But I'm wondering for you, because like I, for this, started listening to some of your stuff and really enjoyed your music as it progressed, right? So it's like now you're writing a little bit older, and kind of diving in. So where do you go back to keep finding influence for the music? Like now today, what do you keep dipping into to keep finding that creative influence?
To be honest, man, like, I just honestly think it's just a gift that I got, that I was blessed with, because I really just tap in, like, and it's just a vibe I get, and then I could zone in, and it's just like when you're playing 2K and you just activate your takeover mode or something, and like you just lock in, your player is just all balls to the wall. Like, I'm balling right now, and like when I'm writing, I attack it with that same mindset. And like how you said, like going back and like influences and stuff, there's so much of my life that I still haven't told, and like I still use that, and just going through my music, and I use my old music as inspiration for my newer stuff. Like, I always catch myself going back and listening to the old me, like the 16-year-old me, the 13-year-old me, the 15-year-old me, just like drawing more inspiration, because I said some shit back then that I don't even have out, like that. I was like, yo, like, let me grab that, bring that back. Like, let me grab that, bring that back, and then add more of new freshness to it, because my art has always been my art, and it's organic. So it just happens. It just happened.
That sounds awesome, man. It sounds like it's really personal for you. And it's like,
yeah,
if you listen to your albums, kind of start to finish, it's like a whole work, and it's telling a story of who you are, moments in time. And that's just really cool to me, because a lot of artists aren't that authentic. They're trying to be somebody that they're not. They're trying to, push different ideals that they don't even necessarily believe in. And it just seems really personal for you, and kind of listening and absorbing your story. And that's just really
but
impressive.
You guys, you low-key answered it for me, like, as you were asking the question. It's just like, that me in that period of time is what that album gives you. Like, and I always use that too, like, for real. Like, whatever I'm going through, you can tell. You'll be able to tell something. Once you listen to one of my albums, you can tell what I'm going through in that period of time, whether it's heartbreak, whether it's triumph, whether it's struggle, all that. Like, you'll hear it, because my music is my therapy, and it's also how I get through life. Because, like, yeah, I smoke a little bit, but, like, I don't take no drugs, like, I don't take no pills, because, like, my family has had a hard history with shit like that. And, like, I stay in my own lane, and my music is how I feel better. Like, got anxiety and all that shit, man, but, like, I don't take a pill. I don't have to do anything like that to calm myself down. I just zone and center myself and relax and write my music, and then I'll be cool. Like,
That's awesome.
That's how it always.
I love hearing that you use, like, music or art as a means of catharsis, right? The way to get through things. Because I have no musical talent whatsoever, but I went to school for English, and I love writing. And for me, that's an outlet for that, right? I mean, if you're having a bad day, something's going wrong, something's been on your mind for a while. If you can't talk to somebody, you can put that out through your medium, which for me was writing, for you is music. And that's awesome to hear, because that brings a level of authenticity to it that other people that aren't going to have, because this is you pouring out through your music,
Right. And the beauty of music and making music is you can get inspired by whatever. It don't matter what you write about. You can write about anything. Like, I got songs of when I seen a girl and just, like, immediately fell in love with her because she was so bad. And I just wrote a song about her features and how I met her and stuff like that. Like, songs may never come out, but, like, it just springs and pops inspiration, and I just got to start writing. Like, and it's just how it is, man. Like, I made a whole album off of that feeling. Like, called it, what I wouldn't call it an album, but I would call them mixtapes, because they were like a little series. I called them Grown Folk Music. Trying to work out the kinks to where I could see if I could drop one on all platforms, but I had it on my SoundCloud. But once I elevated my quality of sound, like, I didn't want to have that bad quality sound still out. And if I do re-release it, I'm going to re-record it all and have that better quality before I drop it again.
Yeah, that's good stuff, man. You got a lot of passion in your work, and you go hard with it, man. You don't, it's no lackluster shit. Everything is A1, and I love it. I hope you keep definitely progressing there. I kind of want to transition into sports talk with you, and you're a big Cleveland fan, right? You're a supporter of Ohio and Cleveland sports, and
Sir.
your Cleveland Browns. Kareem Hunt plays for the Cleveland Browns there. What are your expectations on the Cleveland Browns this upcoming year? They had a nice offseason, some really good additions. Started from last year. They added some supreme talent, Kareem Hunt being one of them, Odell Beckham Jr. They had high expectations, kind of faltered. They didn't do as well as people were projecting them to do. But now I think they kind of addressed the issues that were plaguing this team last year coming into this season. And again, those expectations maybe not as high as last year, but at the same time, this should be a very good team. So I just wanted to kind of get your thoughts and opinions on this upcoming Cleveland Browns season.
I'm really excited for it, and I'm optimistic. But because, as you say, I'm a Cleveland sports fan, this year I'm not going to get too crazy, because every year us Cleveland Browns fans, we get to this and we're like, this might be it, y'all. We think we might do it. And then we get out on the field and it's a world of chaos, and then we turn back into the factory of sadness. But I myself am very optimistic for this year, not only because my friend says that they're going to be good, but because it's just what I see. Everybody's body language is different. Everybody's discipline looks different. Everybody's hunger looks different. Baker looks pissed off. I like a pissed off Baker. I think a pissed off Baker is a good Baker because Baker was doing a lot of running his mouth last year, a lot of commercial filming last year, and he put his own foot in his mouth quite a few times and he humbled him quite a bit. And I feel like that. I think Baker's very pissed off because he has a lot of people out here talking negatively about him, about how he's not this, how he can't read a defense and how this. I just really felt like, man, like it's different. It's very different when it comes to the leader at the helm. I really think that Kevin Stefanski is going to be night and day when it comes to Freddie Kitchens. I just heard a lot about Freddie Kitchens that I didn't like. And since then, like, I wanted him out of there. When they fired him, I was like, yes, get the guy out of there because that's not the head coach that I want to hear from my Cleveland Browns. And I'm really excited for a disciplined, a pissed off, and Cleveland Browns is going to keep their mouth shut and let the work talk for them. And I want to see what that does because we were doing a lot of Sports Illustrated posting with Odell and Jarvis. We were doing a lot of progressive commercials. We were doing a lot of this, but we weren't fucking winning. And that was pissed. And it was just like every time I seen Baker throw an interception and we're going to cut the commercial and then it's Baker Mayfield like this. And pick. Like I see that after this dude throws a pick, like, oh my God, it would just make me so irate and angry. Like, and I know there was a lot of other Cleveland Browns fans who felt the same exact way. But I'm very excited for this team because not only is Odell healthy, Jarvis is going to be healthy, Kareem is going to be healthy. Those three all last year were battling injuries, even though like they don't want to make excuses and stuff. And that's why I fuck with them so heavy because they're not excuse makers. And especially Jarvis and Kareem. Like Kareem, I'm gonna go out there and handle this football. Like that's all he tells me. I'm handling this. And like he said the same thing when he went to Kansas City. And like I love Nick Chubb too, but like dude better watch his back because he's got a killer behind him. And this killer is going to kill when he gets on the field regardless. And I'm excited to see because I'm hearing a lot about a two-back system, like how Ingram and Kamara was. I'm hearing a lot about that, and it's not going to be like Nick Chubb runs the show and they're going to just sprinkle Kareem in like how Freddie Kitchens did because he was a damn idiot and didn't know how to use them. Like Kevin Stefanski already has schemes. Kevin Stefanski already has ways that he's going to use them, and I'm very, very excited to see. Only thing that I'm a little worried about is two of our starting offensive linemen opted out because of Corona. So, like, I don't know how the line's going to look. I think it might be some growing pains there, especially with our new draft pick, Jedrick Wills.
Yeah.
Because he's not only playing at the pro level from college, he's also switching from the right to the left.
Right.
So he's going through a lot of growing pains I've been seeing because I watch shit like Cleveland Browns Daily every day. I watched like Building the Browns is like their own documentary that they have about the Browns. I watch that all the time too. So like I'm really tapped in with the team. I always have been, good or bad. And yeah, that's the only team though in Cleveland that like I really supported through good and bad because the Cavs really pissed me off, man. Like I have a real sore spot in my heart to this day because of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like, granted, I have a championship ring because of them, and I want to thank Dan Gilbert and LeBron James for that, but that is the only thing I will thank Dan Gilbert for. Other than that, fuck him. Like, nah, fam. Like, how do you have one of the greatest players to ever play this game on your team and lose them twice? Make the man happy. Do whatever he wants. Like, come on, you got the bread. You own the casino right across the fucking way. And I know you making money. So please pay these people. And next thing you know, they got an unhappy Kyrie. He walks. Then fucking LeBron, he's like, you know what? This team's going down the toilet because they're not going to listen to me. I'm going to where the sun shines and rainbows. And I'm out to LA. And I'm going to get AD on the way. And next thing you know, here we are. And the Cavs suck. We got Colin Sexton and Darius Garland, a backcourt that's no taller than 6'4", and that scares me.
Speaking on the Cavs, man. Now you guys are what was it 3-4 years ago removed from a championship, like you said, and
I visually watched that entire season at the Q, man, like that. So say I'm grateful for anything in my life, it's that year, 2016, when I worked at the Quicken Loans Arena as a damn NC order taker. Bro, I got to sit on the bleachers when people didn't want shit and just watch the free and profit. I would go to work and get bread.